Hello and welcome to day 7 of our mindfulness meditation practice together. So, to begin with, we've been establishing some concentration. We've been practicing our ability to focus, to bring our awareness to certain aspects of our present moment experience. And we've begun to hone in a little bit on the sensations of the breath, of our breathing. So this is an important starting point for our mindfulness practice. Mindfulness really is about being open and receptive to everything that is happening in our present moment experience, including our thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever's there, without rejecting anything, without trying to hold on to anything, really just playing witness to all of it. But to begin with, we need to establish that ability to focus. Otherwise, it can be very easy just to sit for long periods of time, just kind of lost in thought, which, even if we do establish concentration, can also happen. So we need to not be too harsh on ourselves as well. We need to bring a lot of gentleness and kindness to this practice, self-compassion, and not take it too seriously or trying to get it too perfectly. We need to find that balance between being disciplined and doing our practice, and then also holding it lightly and just doing our best and knowing that we are where we are, and that's where we need to start from. So today I'm going to give a little less instruction and just invite you into being a little bit more open, but also keeping that quality of concentration and focus, finding that balance if we can. All right. So find your comfortable seated position or whatever position you need to be in for the next 10 minutes or so. I find it helpful to have an upright spine. So for me, that helps me to be more awake and alert, not in a stressed way, but in a relaxed way, noticing my experience. If I lie down, I tend to get a bit sleepy and drift off. Which is it's not a big problem, but just to know that that's generally why we practice sitting upright if we can. So find your comfortable position. If you're sitting in a chair, feet on the floor. If you're sitting in a cushion, just being centered, feeling balanced, feeling grounded, allowing your hands to rest where they feel comfortable, allowing your eyes to close down if that feels okay for you, or you can take a downward soft gaze. And as I just did, maybe you take a slow deep breath into your belly and a long breath out, just to let yourself soften. Let the shoulders relax a little bit, let the face relax, just allow yourself to settle into your position. Noticing sounds happening around us. Noticing body sensations as we sit here, the feeling of our body making contact with the chair or the cushion or the floor beneath us. Give yourself a little pat on the back for just being here, for even getting this far. in your practice today, just showing up for your practice is probably the hardest part. Once we are here, once we make that decision to sit down and engage in our practice, then the hardest part is done, and we can just do our best and receive the benefits of our efforts. So as you're sitting here, aware of your body, aware of sounds, aware of feelings, emotions, aware of thoughts. And if our thoughts are really quite dominating, if there's a lot of mental activity, a lot of thoughts, then sometimes it can be helpful just to acknowledge that, allow that to be just as it is, without trying to focus the awareness on anything particular, just observing those thoughts coming and going, it's like clouds in the sky or boats on a river. Noticing their different shapes, size and quality, the feelings that come along with them. And that might be enough. If you want to come a little bit further and begin to focus the mind a little bit, we can begin to notice the feeling of our breath. Begin to narrow in on a place in our body where we can feel the sensation of our breath, maybe around the entrance of the nostrils, the feeling of the air passing over that area, or it could be the movement of the belly or the chest. And just simply observing the breath coming into the body, the breath flowing out of the body. As always, you might use a bit of noting to help us stay with that sensation, maybe internally saying the words breathing in and breathing out, if that's helpful. As you pay attention to the breath, you might notice that each breath is different. Some are deep, some are shallow, some are smooth, some are bumpy. Just see if you can allow the breath to just come in and out in a natural way without looking to do anything special with the breath. Just simply observing its natural flow as much as possible. if the awareness drifts away, it's okay. Not clamping down or getting uptight about it. Just allowing it to drift away, being curious about where it's drifted away to. And then without getting into a struggle, just seeing if there's an opportunity to gently guide it back to the feeling of our breath. We just keep practicing doing that again and again. May I be filled with loving kindness, and may I face my fears. May I have patience. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings face their fears. May all beings have patience. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be happy. When you're ready, allowing a little bit of movement to come back into your body. Gradually beginning to open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me again here. I hope that your practice is going well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. All the best.